Welcome back to Elite Insight Audiobooks. I'm so glad you're here with us today. If you're new to our channel, welcome to our family. We're on an exciting journey together, exploring the 48 laws of power, one law at a time. Today, we're diving into law number 6, court attention at all cost. Now, before we begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt invisible? Like no matter what you do, people just don't notice you? Maybe at work, someone else always gets the credit. Maybe at school, the popular kids get all the attention. Or maybe on social media, you post something great, but nobody seems to care. Well, today's law is going to change all of that for you. Law number 6 says, court attention at all cost. What does this mean? It means that in this world, if people don't see you, you don't exist. It's harsh, but it's true. Everything is about being noticed, because once you have attention, you have power. Let me tell you a story that will make this crystal clear. Imagine two friends, Raj and Amit. Both work at the same company. Both are smart. Both work hard. But there's one big difference. Raj comes to office every day, does his work quietly, and goes home. He never speaks up in meetings. He never shares his ideas. He thinks his work will speak for itself. Amit, on the other hand, is different. When he finishes a project, he makes sure everyone knows about it. In meetings, he speaks up. He shares his ideas, even if they're not perfect. He dresses well. He's friendly with everyone. People notice him. After 1 year, guess who got promoted? Amit. Raj was angry. He said, "But I work harder than Amit. This isn't fair." But here's the truth. It doesn't matter how good you are if nobody knows about it. This is what law number 6 is teaching us. Attention is everything. Without attention, you're invisible. And invisible people don't get opportunities. Now let me share another story. This one is from history. There was a man named P.T. Barnum. He lived in America in the 1800s. He was a showman, and he understood law number 6 better than anyone. One day, Barnum wanted to promote his circus. But how could he get people's attention in a city where hundreds of things were happening every day? Here's what he did. He hired a man to walk around the city, picking up bricks from one street and placing them on another street, then picking them up again and moving them back, over and over. People watched this strange man. They followed him. They talked about him. What is he doing? Why is he moving bricks? And guess where this man finally led them? Right to Barnum's circus. Genius, right? Barnum knew that being boring means being forgotten. So he did something unusual, something that made people curious, something that got attention. But here's an important question. Does this mean we should do crazy things just to get noticed? Not exactly. Let me explain. The law says court attention at all cost. But it doesn't mean you should do stupid or harmful things. It means you need to stand out. You need to be different. You need to be memorable. Think about it. When you open Instagram or YouTube, you see thousands of posts and videos. Which ones do you remember? The boring ones or the interesting ones? The quiet ones or the bold ones? Exactly. The ones that catch your attention. Now let's talk about how you can use this law in your daily life. First, stop being invisible. If you have a good idea at work or school, speak up. Don't wait for someone to discover you. Make yourself seen. Second, be different. Don't be like everyone else. Find what makes you special and show it to the world. Maybe you dress in a unique way. Maybe you have an interesting hobby. Maybe you tell great stories. Use it. Third, create curiosity. People love mysteries. People love surprises. If you're always predictable, people get bored. So sometimes do something unexpected. But here's a warning, and this is very important. There's a difference between good attention and bad attention. Good attention makes people respect you, admire you, or want to work with you. Bad attention makes people think you're desperate, foolish, or annoying. For example, if you constantly interrupt people just to be noticed, that's bad attention. If you lie or show off too much, that's bad attention. If you're rude or controversial just for the sake of it, that's bad attention. So be smart about it. Stand out, but stand out for the right reasons. Let me give you a modern example. Think about Elon Musk. Love him or hate him, everyone knows who he is. Why? Because he knows how to get attention. He tweets bold things. He makes big promises. He does things nobody else does, like sending cars into space. Is he perfect? No. Does he make mistakes? Yes. But does everyone know his name? Absolutely. That's law number 6 in action. Now you might be thinking, but I'm not Elon Musk. I'm just a regular person. How can I get attention? Here's the secret. You don't need to be famous to use this law. You can use it in your everyday life. At work, don't just send an email about your project. Present it in a meeting. Make it visual. Make it interesting. On social media, don't post the same things as everyone else. Share your unique perspective. Tell your story in a way only you can. In relationships, don't be boring. Surprise your friends. Be the person who brings energy and excitement to the group. Remember, people have short memories. If you disappear, they forget you. So you need to keep reminding the world that you exist. But here's something many people forget. Once you have attention, you need to do something valuable with it. Attention without substance is just noise. Think about those viral videos online. Some people get millions of views, but then what? If they have nothing meaningful to offer, people forget them in a week. So yes, get attention, but also be good at something. Build real skills, create real value. That way, when people notice you, they stay interested. Before we end, let me share one final thought. Some of you might be thinking, but I don't like showing off. I'm more comfortable being quiet. I understand. But here's the hard truth. The world doesn't reward shy people. It rewards visible people. You don't have to become someone you're not. You don't have to be loud or flashy if that's not who you are. But you do need to make sure people see your value. Think of it this way. You can be the most delicious cake in the bakery, but if you're hidden in the back, nobody will buy you. You need to be in the window where people can see you. So to summarize law number 6, court attention at all cost. Be visible. Be memorable. Be different. Create curiosity. Stand out from the crowd. Because in this world, attention equals power. But always remember, get attention for the right reasons. Be authentic. Be valuable. Don't just make noise. Make an impact. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode on Elite Insight Audiobooks. If you enjoyed this story and learned something new, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We're building something special here, and I'd love for you to be part of this journey. Next time, we'll explore law number 7, and trust me, it's going to blow your mind. Until then, remember, don't hide in the shadows. Step into the light. The world is waiting to see what you can do. This is Elite Insight Audiobooks, and I'll see you in the next episode.